Today I want to talk about something very personal, saying goodbye to my dog Bentley. If you've ever loved a pet through an old age, dementia, or difficult decisions, then you probably understand how complicated grief can be. I didn't realize how deeply this would affect me until after he was gone. He was a beautiful 14-year-old pocket beagle that brought great joy into our lives. He followed me and my husband everywhere. He had the sweetest little face, and he was part of our everyday rhythm. But as time went on, and as I said, he was 14 years old, he began to develop dog dementia, confusion, arthritis, and injuring his leg after jumping off the bed. The emotional difficulty of watching him decline was not easy for us. He was physically still there, but changing day by day. The hardest part was that there wasn't one dramatic moment. It was a slow realization that he wasn't really himself anymore. Doubting the decision to euthanize your dog is completely normal, and it's a symptom of profound grief. This heavy feeling doesn't mean that you made the wrong decision. It reflects the deep love and responsibility that you carried for them. The weight of this decision often brings second guessing. Reflecting on a few key truths can bring you comfort. Your motives were rooted in love, and the most compassionate and selfless choice an owner can make is preventing a beloved pet from enduring chronic pain, anxiety, or deteriorating quality of life. The right moment is highly subjective. There's rarely one perfect, clear-cut indicator. It is a complex balance of your pet's physical limitations, their dignity, and the medical realities. So a responsible vet isn't going to perform this procedure, but only if he agrees that the dog's quality of life has been severely diminished or that the pain can no longer be managed. No one regrets acting too soon. Veterinary professionals frequently hear owners wish that they had let their dog go earlier. Let's talk about the options for euthanasia. One would be burying your dog at home, but you would have to go to the vet to have him euthanized unless somehow he had perished in another way. But you can go to the vet, have him put down to bury at home. Secondly, you can have a vet come to your house and they will do the euthanasia and then take the dog with them to either be buried or cremated. There is a company across the company called Lap of Love that does this, and I'm sure there are probably other companies in your area. Then you can go to the vet, have them euthanized, and the vet will take the pet and he will either have them cremated or buried, whichever you prefer. With cremation, they will return the ashes to you, and many vets offer paw prints, clay impressions of their paw, or clippings of the fur as a memorial. So now let's talk about how they do the euthanasia. In my experience, at my age, I have had 3 pets euthanized. So this is what I have witnessed over the times that I've had that happen. First, they'll give a shot to relax the pet. He'll probably lay down and fall asleep after a very short time. And then they'll give him the final shot that stops the heartbeat. But it's very, very quiet and calm, and he doesn't even know. He just passes over to the Rainbow Bridge right then. Immediately after he's euthanized, the body naturally relaxes. You may notice some involuntary reactions like muscles twitching and a final deep breath. or there might be the releasing of some bodily fluids. But these are normal reflexes. The veterinarian will confirm the dog's passing and provide private time to stay with him until you're ready to leave. And then afterwards, you may have a hard time even comprehending what just happened. I know I do. But you will find that you're feeling exhausted, depressed, unmotivated, and surprised by the death of grief. So I suggest after it happens, you plan to go home and take some quiet time for yourself. And the quiet in your house is going to feel strange. You're going to still expect to see him. I keep thinking I'm going to hear him come to his dinner bowl, or when I drive up after going somewhere and open the door, I'm going to see him there. So it really is an odd feeling at first. You know, the small routines become a little bit painful now. But there's often guilt that comes after it as well. But people need permission to hear that uncertainty is normal, that you're going to feel a little bit of guilt for the passing because you took him down there for the euthanasia. But it's what you really needed to do for him. And I think one of the hardest things about loving an aging pet is that you never ever really feel ready. Now, loving something means that eventually you're going to be grieving it. And you know, pets are our family. They're part of us, just like the other people in your family. Caring for someone with dementia really changes you. Bentley may have been a really small dog, but he left a very large space behind in our house. But thank you for listening to Bentley's story and for letting me share a little piece of him with you.